You dropped that AI bomb, thought you'd be bold. 45 seconds of glitchy ass gold. Exploding trees, melting Santa's pure festive fear. Then the luddites whined loud and you fucked off in one goddamn year. McCoward! Bent the knee quick to the pitchfork brigade. Yanked that shit down cause the mob got enraged. A's the future, you bragged with your chest. Then whispered, oh fuck, they're pissed and deleted the rest. There were limbs twisting wrong, kids with 12 fucking eyes. Cookies on fire, Santa traffic jam cries. You told the sweet shop, make it raw, make it weird. They slaved 7 weeks, then you disappeared. Said it was humor about holiday stress, but the Twitter hordes screamed, this slop's a hot mess. Demonic soulless, creepy eye crap. 3 days and you hit delete. Clap, clap, clap. Coca-Cola stood firm with their own slop parade, but you folded like cheap fries, too scared of the shade. Important learning, you whimpered so meek. Next year, hand-drawn Ronald, no eye technique. The most spineless time of the fucking year. Big Mac, giant trembling incorporate. You teased the future, then ran from the fight. Guess the customer's king, even when they're uptight. Please don't hate us, we'll never try bold again. Real humans only. Pretty please, I mean, you angry fucking luddites win. Whoa!
There, wait, fucking god damn it. There we go. God, my room's a mess. Jesus Christ. I'm over this side. I'm looking at getting a backdrop. I just don't know what to get. It's crazy. We moved everything around. I have like no space to put anything of mine anymore, so it's all kind of crammed. That dresser back there, it's from 1982. It's the one I was born with. Yeah. But I'm going to get a backdrop, so it's going to look a bit better. Anyway, hey, how the fuck is it going tonight, folks? Thank you so much for the great compliments on the thumbnail. This one turned out great job. I mean, listen, when I hire Loud Pony Fan Animator 1993 to do work, you know, that person does a fantastic job. That person does a fantastic jizzity job. You know what I mean? So we got to give it up to the boy wonder, the genius, the man who is always here, who never misses a night, who is always the number one fan of Hollywood After Dark and the Matt Jarbo Show or Boulder Talk Radio. Everything I do, he is here all the time. You got to give it up for the brand man. The brand man, ladies and gentlemen, he does it all. He writes, he draws, he animates. He cup your balls when he jerks. It's great. It's fantastic. He does an amazing, amazing job. You know, he's done such a wonderful, wonderful job. Obviously, in no way is this sarcastic. In no way is this being anything other than legitimate love from one human to another. He is just, he's just so wonderful at what he does. Obviously, I'm going to hire him for everything. He's going to be doing my AI work until the day I die. That is the truth. That is a fact. The brand man is going to do it. The brand man is going to, he can't help himself. He's here all the time. The brand man, the anime fan, the Loud Pony fan, whatever he calls himself, he's always around. He's mystical. He's mythical like that. You never know where he's going to pop up. And you never really know what he's going to bring to the table. Sometimes his work is good. Tonight, the work is amazing. All right. You know what I mean? It's like, you look at this, look at the love. We're going to sue you. What does that even mean? We're going to sue you for making lies. I'm saying the brand man clearly loves AI so much that he is here every night working behind the scenes tirelessly, diligently, amazingly, wonderfully, just puts the work in. You know what I'm saying? He does the job I don't even pay him for. That's how dedicated he is to never, ever, ever leaving me alone. And not only me, no. Mo has experienced him too. Mo has experienced him as well. One mention of artificial intelligence and the brand man showed up. Mo had 2 people watching. One of them was the brand man, because the brand man knows that he's got to keep an eye out for new talent, because he knows where the AI is needed is where the brand man, the hero that he is, must go. The brand man gets it. He gets your back. He gets your heart. He understands you. Right? Yeah, there we go. Parallax, the brand man says here that he's always commenting on his videos. That's true. He comments on Parallax's videos. He messages people on Instagram. Like David last week. He messaged David on Instagram last week about it. He's messaged other people about how much of a fan of mine he is and how much he loves and adores artificial intelligence. I can't even begin to tell you how much the brand man loves the AI. It's insane. It's insane. Right? You might as well just start putting an A in Brandon. There you go. He goes bonkers with 3 socks. This is what happens, Spherical Man. When you leave for a minute, the love comes. That's why we haven't seen him, because you are blocking the love. But that's okay. We have a little message for the brand man while he's here. Brand man, this is for you. This is entirely for you.
Animation is for everyone, even AI animation, which will rule them all. So suck it, Brandon, you twerp.
Yeah.
Animation is for everyone, even AI animation, which will rule them all. So suck it, Brandon, you twerp.
Look at that. The brand man even getting called out by the Bigfoot. By the Bigfoot sliding at the mouth. Look, slobbering green ooze, salivating over a skinned cat, toasted to perfection. Bigfoot's going to eat that pussy. Eat that pussy. The fucking John K. Bigfoot. To be fair, it wasn't designed to be a John K. I mean, well, it was meant to pull the style. The nose just kind of happened to be a little funny happenstance. Anyway, we'll happen to see if the brand man hangs out a little bit more. I don't know if he's gonna or not. It's the brand man. Brand man. Let's see. Is it brand man or brand man? If it's the latter, the brand man always keeps you regular with AI art. Oh, no, it's definitely the brand man. Calling him the brand man. That's who he is now, right? There we go. Look at this here. He's looking at this. Look at the love letter. I'm going to report this, Matt, for bullying. You're bullying autistic and disabled people. How? I'm giving you a nickname, the brand man. It's a term of endearment. It's a term of wanting you to understand exactly where you stand around here, which is on your knees in service of making AI art for this channel. Report it for bullying. What's it going to do? I've asked you to go away repeatedly and you don't go away. So someone says that you did the AI and you can't help yourself but jump on in. I didn't say it. Someone else said it. And then we joked about it. And then here you are now on 4 or 5 sock accounts, and we're less than 10 minutes into the show, complete with a banger of an AI opening track. So the brand man, gonna bring it to ya, brand man. Everyone's sure to check out Buntastic by the brand man when it's coming to Netflix at some point in time. David here. See, David can back up the brand man. The brand man calling on in, right? Oh, Spherical Man says I'll take credit. There we go. But David here. Did you change your name, David? Or maybe I'm looking wrong. I haven't seen any of Welcome to Dairy yet. I'm gonna try. I gotta watch Stranger Things, which I'll probably do tonight, and then I'll get to that the other one. But no, we're talking about the brand man, the man who messaged you the other day about me, right? After he was watching the show, the brand man. So we're talking about. So the brand man says he'll be working for Nickelodeon. Maybe a little Dan Schneider action, if you know what I'm saying. Plot twist: brand man is just an AI bot. If we find out that he is an AI bot, I will laugh my ass off. But I do have a very important question for the brand man, because I know that the brand man is still here. I have a very important question that I need you to answer me, and you can answer me on any account you want. How does it feel knowing that you, by using Twitter, by using YouTube, by using Instagram and Facebook, are feeding into AI? They're using that information, brand man, to build their databases, their large language models, their image sets, their data sets. They're using all of it, Brandon. They're using all of it. They're using you. Specifically you. Brand man, they're coming for you. They're taking your data. They're putting it in everything. Soon we won't be able to walk around a corner without seeing Buntastic everywhere. My children have already started asking for Buntastic lunchboxes. We can't contain it anymore. You've grown too powerful. Yeah, actually, hold on. Let me find out. Let me head over here to my trusty Grok, which is the Twitter AI. What can you tell me about the artist? And I'll say artist. Okay, I'm not going to say his full name, even though we all know what it is. Okay. Let's see. Let us see what the AI has to say here. Okay, because I am not going to show it because I don't want to dox brand man. Okay. His mom might be watching, in which case, sup, girl? I think about our conversation sometimes. How we bonded, how we connected, how we had that good, solid one-to-one. You remember what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not saying that it was kismet. I'm not saying that it was anything other than just two soulful people having a conversation about being trapped in circumstances we can't get away from. I understand it's not for everybody. But how you doing? You doing good? You holding up there? You doing all right? Is the brand man's mom a cryptid? No. She's a very lovely lady. She was very nice. That is true. She's very nice to talk to. I might joke a little bit, but I'm not gonna say anything bad about his mom. Let's see here. Hold on. Because Grok doesn't know much about him, actually. In fact, it told me somebody else, a photographer. Yeah, about cars and stuff. So I'm currently looking that up. He says, Matt, stop stealing his content. He is self-reporting. Is he self-reporting himself because of AI? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's crazy. He sent me a trailer on Discord. You dug it. Cool, man. Thank you. I'll take a look at that here. The brand man needs a father figure. Maybe he is courting you to date his mama. No, as far as I know, he has a dad. As far as I know, he has a dad. From my understanding, and I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of Donovan. Donovan doesn't have a dad. Well, I don't know if his dad's in the picture or not. Okay, so Grok actually does not know anything about our boy. I gotta find. Hold on here. I gotta find. I gotta find him here. Okay, hold. Oh, there we go. I think I'm blocked by him though on this account. Yeah, I am. That's his account then. I know because I'm blocked. And also, by the way, it's absolutely another one of those accounts. Okay. It's one of those accounts that he just does the randomized stuff, you know? He just kind of slapdashes it all together because that's just what he does. Okay. Let's see what the Grok machine has to say. Oh, no, he set it to private. Oh, he set it to private. He set it to private. Oh, I thought he wants people to see him. Let's see here, because you can't. Yeah, He absolutely set everything. He said everything that he said everything to blocked. So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. I think he did that because he he doesn't want anybody. He doesn't want anybody to talk about it, I guess. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to see what it says. So far it's got nothing. What's up, Corbin? How you doing? Who are you harassing off the internet this time? I am not. To be fair, the person that I am making fun of will not go away. I've even had to call this gentleman's mother. He's in his 30s. And we had a conversation and she was like, I don't know what you want me to do. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like a 240th trimester abortion is probably a little bit too much to ask for, but Sorry, that was dark. That was dark and twisted, I'll admit. That was too dark. Too twisted. But that's the level of frustration I get to. Do I still hate Rotten Tomatoes is asking. Yes. I will look at it as an idea, but I won't look at it as being anything other than that, right? Like it's like a spectrum, where you kind of look at it and go, okay, generally the critics liked it, generally the audience liked it. All right. But that's about it, right? Applying any kind of like critical marker in regards to like the success of the project it doesn't really mean anything to me. Yeah, I guess we're to try. Yeah, I know. I tried too hard. There's another guy who stalks the fuck out of me. I'm literally afraid to call his mom. Like, I know who she is. I've looked her up. I found her because he's insane and his mom is worse. Like, he's obsessive compulsive over like comic book shit and like movie shit. But his mom is like the type of lady that would storm the Capitol on J6. You know what I mean? Like, if you see her fucking Facebook feed, it's just repost after repost after repost of like the most insane, unhinged MAGA shit. And you're like, okay, that's where he gets it from. That kind of obsessive compulsive nonsense comes directly from his mother. And it's like, so it's gotta be, it's fucking hereditary, right? So if I had to guess, his mom, probably a little bit on the spectrum. I think a lot of people are on the spectrum, to be fair. I mean, not that everyone has autism, but on the spectrum. Does he have a touch of the tism? Maybe. Does she have a touch of the tism? Maybe. Do I have a touch of the tism? Most likely. So, you just... David, you're asking if I've seen Sinners. Have you not? You haven't seen any of my coverage of Sinners, have you? Let me ask you this since you just saw it. All right. I just want a yes or no, because we can talk more about it privately, all things considered. What did you think of the last 20 minutes of that movie? Like, it goes from 0 to 100 and then it's over. And you're like, what? Is it just me, or was the last act very poorly slapdash together? There you go. Oh, you haven't? Oh, man. I have also, how much did you notice there were conversations about oral sex in that movie? There was a ton of conversations about oral sex in that movie. Like, more, like one conversation about eating pussy. Totally get it. Okay. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's fine. Conversation amongst friends, cousins in this particular case. One cousin inexperienced, the other cousin not inexperienced. They're going to be talking. The younger cousin's going to be like, what up, cuz? Like, So how you eat that poop, that punani? And he's just like, oh, dude, you get in there and you fucking find that button, you SOS that shit. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. You got to get the deeper bass going on in that as well. Fucking reverberate around the uterus. Deep voice shit. I'm kidding. But no, you got to get in there. And like, there's just so much conversation about eating pussy in that movie. It's great. It truly is. It truly is wonderfully fantastic. Okay. Where was I at here? Here's the thing. I'll put it to you like this, right? Hold on. I'm going to check it right now. Brandon's mom she has my number. Okay. So if there's any problems, she can call me. She has my number. So I'll leave that up or whatever. Okay. So, all right. We can't find any information about Brandman through Grok. But it says here, because you can't find anything, this suggests that he is primarily a private or low visibility online persona, possibly focused on personal/niche images like anime, ponies, or furry style art shared in closed circles like private accounts, old deleted posts, or commissions not publicly archived. And I don't know if he draws, if he draws NSFW stuff there. Let's see. Sinners was 2 great movies that needed to be separated. Thank you. Yes, I would actually agree with that take 100%. It was good movies. Pick one or the other. Pick one villain or the other. Roll with that. By having the 2 villains come together in the way that they did, not even come together, but just happen in such quick succession, was a whiplash and completely terrible storytelling. But like, nobody wants to talk about that. And I mean that. It's the weirdest thing. Nobody wants to talk about the fact that you have the storytelling of fucking Sinners being as like just kind of like rushed as it is, right? But no, I'm talking about Ryan Coogler. You know what I mean? You absolutely can. Fuck Jesus. Does the brand man make furry porn? I don't know if he does. The AI didn't know if he does either. It just suggests that there might be some kind of correlation, which would be fascinating. Not unsurprising, though. Right? Because, look, dude, even people who are autistic still got to jerk off. Everyone's got needs. Right? And I highly doubt his household is like an episode of Brazzers, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't think that's the case. And he's clearly smart enough to know how to manipulate his mom. So maybe it is like an episode of Brazzers. I have no idea. But he clearly knows enough how to like manipulate the situation to kind of get what he wants. Every time he gets backed into a corner over the shit that he does, he just plays the card. I'm autistic. I'm disabled. I'm autistic. I'm disabled. No, but you're still an asshole. And that's what we're calling out. Not your autism, not your disabilities. Okay. But the fact that you're an asshole who doesn't listen and doesn't respect boundaries, but want people to respect your boundaries while you can't even remotely give into them. That's kind of the whole point. So but then again, at the same time, like I said, everybody jerks off, right? Like everybody poops, everybody masturbates. So there's got to be like at some point in time, that part of his existence. So we need to see the Brandman's Wacom files. I guarantee you it's just going to be like cave drawings of nude women with just like massive, like, massive bushes. Hold on. Let me see if Grok will give me what I'm looking for. I don't think it will. Rational Asking says, are you excited for the Supergirl teaser? Well, the teaser was today, which I haven't seen, and the trailer is tomorrow. And I think that the trailer is going to be playing during the Game Awards, which would make the most amount of sense. You've got like 100 and some odd million people watching. So many Jackson Pollock's paintings. Yeah. Oh yeah. Most likely. Let's see here. All right, hold on. Let's see if I can get this. We're gonna zoom in. Okay, so this is the artist's interpretation of Brandman nude painting drawing. I will say though, if you've actually ever seen any of his actual artwork, you know that this is way better than anything he could actually draw. You know what I'm saying? And it definitely like did not understand when I said huge bush. It got the content, it got the curls right, but just not the right placement. Let's see here. Corbin says, I gave up on any time of network programming or movies long ago. I take my son to the movies when he wants to go, but that's it. Yeah, no, man, to be fair, that's actually a lot of people these days. Like a lot of people, I will say this though, when it comes to the movie theaters specifically, the rise of tickets it is increasing. The amount of money earned is increasing after COVID, but it's still like nowhere near 2019. But you also have to realize that 2019 was like fucking Avengers Endgame, you know, and like that movie became the number 2 highest grossing film of all time. So there's a high probability that Avengers Doomsday will also fall into the same category. There's a high probability that, like, you know, that it will get up there. It might dethrone Titanic. It might dethrone Star Wars The Force Awakens. It might dethrone, you know, a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? It's just like that's just where it is. But people will go when there's a reason to go. I don't think they're gonna go for much more than that. Oh, speaking of kind of funny, I was cleaning out a drawer today trying to find like my Let's Go Pikachu so my kids could play it, because I fucking don't remember where I put it. And I came across, I have 3 copies of Alita Battle Angel in like 4K. I think I have like 3 or 4 copies of it that I bought. It was on sale, and I bought a few extra copies to give away. So I will be giving those away at some point, probably over on 3 Buck Theater, because I'm just trying to get back into like posting like little bits I can post on like there and on fucking TikTok and shit, and then do the reviews and everything else. So I'm just slowly kind of rebuilding it as I figure out this camera situation, the lighting situation, handle it situation, because that's going to be the next step, is getting to do a computer, you know. So let's see, that horse should have been a bunny. It's very true. Hold on here. Hold on. I should be able to do this. Gotta give me a minute. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for here. It's somewhere in my my computer files here. I gotta see if I still got it. I think it's still here somewhere. I don't think I would have deleted it. Let's see. If he's here, he's gonna be so mad. All right. It's taking forever to load. I need a new computer so bad. This whole thing is going slow. I wish it was faster. I mean, I've had this hard drive for like almost 10 years now. So, you know, that kind of hard, it's a full drive. I do my best to clear it out of when I, you know, whatever, but let me see. I think that's it. Damn it. Son of a bitch. Come on. I think I'm getting close to it, though. It's just got to load. It's going to give it a second. If I can't find it, I'm just not going to spend all night working on it. All right. Yeah, I can't. I feel like I'm so fucking close to it, but it's just not loading fast enough. Where is it? Okay. Yeah. All right. I think it's gone. You know, it's like what I hate about that is when you find something that's funny and you want to do it, and then it's like you forget where you posted. You forget like what its title is and like where you posted it, and then you're like looking through all your files going like, my God, I have way too much shit here. It's you know what it is? I probably deleted his I probably deleted the image. Okay, never mind then. Ah, damn it. Okay, well, I can't do what I wanted to do with it. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well, I tried. Yeah, Spielberg's mysterious UFO movie looks interesting just from like that one image. I think we're going to get a trailer tomorrow at the Game Awards. There's an intersection of gaming and in Hollywood now. It's pretty big, and I think they're paying like, what are they paying now? They're paying like up to $1 million for like a 3-minute commercial. That's like, given the amount of people that are going to be watching the Game Awards, I think Kunst said 150 million people last year, right? I think what you're looking at is a situation where there is there's a lot of eyeballs. And so $1 million is actually like pretty decent. Pretty damn decent. But all right. I don't feel like, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. The Game Awards is going to be on Prime this year. A lot more eyes. Oh yeah. I'll be at work, so I'll just kind of be like tuning in, checking out the major announcements on fucking Twitter, like when I get the chance. Because I'll be honest with you guys, the only thing I fucking give a shit about for the Game Awards is the trailers. That's it. I don't care who wins. I don't care who wins best game. I don't know if it's going to be that Claire Obscura Exhibition 33. I haven't played it. I hear it's really good. I have no game in this fucking fight. Uh-oh, we got another sock puppet here.
Matthew, you make lies for clout and you steal people's content for clout.
There's no clout to be had off of you, Brandon. I don't think you understand. We just want you to go away. Parallax here says, I just need that RE9 Leon trailer and I'll be good. I mean, are we going to get that? Is that even happening? I don't even know. That is how out of it I am with like the games industry right now. I don't really know what's happening. Like there was I read today, and we'll take a look at it too. Like Call of Duty is like realizing how fucked they are, right? Microsoft dropped like $70-some billion to get Activision a couple years ago, predominantly not even for the back catalog of fucking Activision content and Blizzard content, right? Literally in order to get their hands on the Call of Duty franchise. And then they put out Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 back to back, and they're both shit. I've already uninstalled Blops 7. I was actually excited for the multiplayer. And yet here we are, and it's already going more or less free to play. They're terrible. Okay, Leon got leaked that he is in the game. That's all we know. Okay, cool. They are plant people, actually. Who is? Well, who's a plant person? Oh, hold on. There's a super chat I missed here. Okay, did I get this one? Yeah, from command unit. Let's see what it is here. Okay.
Peggy 18.
Right. It's you know what? It's Kingdom Come Deliverance. I will definitely I will check it out. Okay. Let's see. What, E.T.'s Race? What are you guys talking about? I might have missed something in the chat. That's okay. So this is Kingdom Come Deliverance, the Legacy of the Forge DLC launch trailer. Is this already out? I think it's already out. Yeah, it should be already out because we just watched a trailer for, I think, the full game has a thing.
Henry, look. I spent the happiest years of my life in this forge.
When I was a boy, my pa, Martin, brought me here. He told me back then he spent the best years of his life here.
If we were to find a talented blacksmith, the workshop could be as beautiful as a chapel.
I could be that blacksmith.
Word will spread soon enough that locals don't have to go to the city to have something forged.
Fucking shavings.
And you'll have your first customers.
You blacksmiths can pull teeth, is that right?
Well,
I don't want to! Leave me!
Word is you fancy your chances at fixing the damned old clock of ours.
that's right.
Only you can't do it alone.
You cannot unscrew this here or that or that, or that. And if you want to unscrew that, well, first, you have to unscrew this. But then you can't get back to that! Yeah!
I'd kill him.
I'd like to watch you forge. I'll pay you for it.
Does it excite you?
Ugh, it's really hot in here. Ah!
Okay. So you get a forge. All right. So you get it in the expansion pass, which I just looked up the cost of this. So you can actually right now, and I might actually have to get this. You get, Kingdom Come 2 Deliverance, right? Or Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I think that's backwards. Anyway. You can get it for $35 right now with Games Pass, which I have. That's not a bad. For this game, holy shit, that's like half off. That's fucking massive. But then if you want to get the Royal Edition, which I think is what we were looking at the other day, that's got all the DLC, the expansion and shit, then that's going to cost you a whopping fucking 90 bones. And then if you want to get the Saga bundle, which has both games in it, I'm assuming, then you can get the original game for $6. That's a good fucking deal. That's a very, very, very good deal. This game will take you months, and I mean months to go through. It is a blast. Oh yeah, you're talking about the Spielberg show. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was Taken show, right? That's what it was. Okay. Anyway, what was I wanting to get to here? Oh yeah, let's get into the actual fucking meat and potatoes of what I wanted to talk about today, and that of course is the fact that Dogma's fucking sold out. God damn it! I went to okay, so Dogma came out, and I'll show you all this. It's not in fucking stock, man. Not in stock. My Walmart said it was in stock. You pick up, get it nearby, right? I could get it, and it was not. When I got to the store, it was not. It was not in stock. So it will get back in stock. I know that much, but that's good that it's not in stock. But same time, fucking shit, I didn't pre-order it. Did I see that Kim K is getting a Fortnite skin, and all the replies are talking about Fortnite porn? I don't care about Kim Kardashian foreskin. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kim Kardashian is an attractive woman. Make no mistake about that. She's very attractive. But like nothing about her personality interests me. You know what I mean? Like if the clouds and whatever fate right together, I'd be like, all right, your body's hot. You know, I've seen you take a D, right? But other than that, I get bored. You're talking about how Trump sucks, even though it's true. I haven't said anything about how Trump sucks tonight. I haven't talked about Trump at all tonight.
I mentioned nothing about Donald Trump this evening.
I always thought Courtney was all better looking than she went and got the plastic. Dude, they all got plastic. I mean, have you seen like Kris Jenner? Like, fuck, dude. She's like 70 and she looks almost younger than her daughters. And that's all the plastic surgery. And they're probably doing something to clean her blood. I would not be surprised if we found out that Kris Jenner was involved in some weird kind of like life elongation process. Let's get a 4K copy to send to Mass P.O. Box. Thank you. That'd be nice. But come on, guys. I mean, look, I'll tell you what I'm probably going to do next week is just because this computer is starting to fail. I have a PayPal link. I'll probably use that and I'll be like, okay, we'll do like movie reviews, kind of like old patio, not as in depth, but I'll watch them and talk about them a lot faster if I don't have to do all the research. Or if I'm not looking to do like 40-minute episodes, but doing like 20 minutes is fine. So we can do more of that to kind of like raise the money that way. Oh, look at this here. He's running into Droga. Axel, this guy, man. You should talk to him. He's an interesting guy. All right. I want to chit chat about the situation involving McDonald's and what they did. They put out a commercial, and this commercial has apparently had problems. Amazon's also having a good deal on PCs. Don't just suffer the Best Buy. Keep looking around, find a deal. I don't have a lot of time. That's the problem. That's always the issue when it comes to the PC shit. I don't have the funds to be able to put aside for something that I can like save up for. You know what I'm saying? It's like, at this point, I'm just kind of running against the clock. Let's see. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is the most cinematic game I've ever played. It's better than most films 3D. I mean, dude, the first game was amazing. Such a good story, such a good gameplay loop, so much fun to have. I can only assume this one's going to be bigger and better. I just, never got around to getting it. So it is just that. There is a website you can talk to characters via AI. I like what characters? Like characters in movies, characters in books, pornos. I have questions for Mia Malkova, none of which I can repeat publicly, but I have questions. Yeah, I have journalistic questions I'd like to ask Kay Morgan. Angela White, Siri Dahl. Yeah, a few people. Brooke Blossom. I'm just saying there's some people, right? Sophia Locke. There's, just general work-related questions. Lena Paul. Yeah. Lots of questions. So many questions. Anyway. Gianna Michaels. Yeah. Hold on. Let me look her up real quick. Gianna Michaels. Gianna Michaels. She's an American pornographic film actor. I mean, when she was younger, she had a cuter face. The older, I don't know, man. I can't really. That's not. It's. I mean, look, age comes for everybody. All right. Yeah. I mean, who? I don't know what we're talking about. Strickman says here, it's been at least 4 years since I had McDonald's. Because I'm trying to keep my A1C level lower, like, tomorrow night it's like 10 hours plus. I have to, like when I get dinner, sometimes the only thing that's open that I can get to is McDonald's. So now what I'm doing is I get like 2 double cheeseburgers, just like no bun. And like, I just have the patties, and it's higher in protein and it cuts down on my carbs. Cause like not every day it's been a rough week. I went and saw Kill Bill. I had a popcorn, we had ice cream sandwiches for dinner, but after I had steak, but it's hard because I'm only human. Gina Carano has not done adult content yet. I'll tell you one thing, though. If Gina Carano did adult content, to me, it would be very similar to when China did it. It would look better than when China did it. But at the same time, you're like, I don't know, man. I don't know. There are some people out there that it's very odd to look at them through that lens for whatever reason. And I know Ron White once said that, Ron White once said, once you've seen one woman naked, you kind of want to see the rest of them, which I don't know if I'd really say that. I mean, there's such a thing as morbid curiosity, but at the same time, it is what it is. Oh my God. Okay. Patties are full of salt. You can suggest no salt. But I did, the other day I did get one and I forgot to take off no salt, and it was like, it was salty, like really salty. I was like, this is a bit more salty. But I'll tell you what's really good is you get like 2 of the spicy chicken sandwiches, which do come for like the buy one get one. So you get 2 of the spicy chicken, and then you put them together. I take off the bun on one and put them together in like a double pack, and that's still got some carbs. Not the greatest because the bread's on the chicken, but still not the worst thing in the world. Natasha Nice today or younger, dude. Like, it's not that she's not attractive. She is very attractive. Natasha Nice is very nice. But it's like, it's kind of like Skylar Vox got fat, and like during COVID. And there's been some other ones that I've seen that over the last couple of years have gotten bigger. And I understand that it's like either this is just it's either like a metabolic thing, right? Like COVID kept a lot of people indoors. You know, you may not be going out being able to get as much exercise. There's stress factors, life changes, body changes, things along those lines. And I'm not trying to shame anybody, okay? But like Skylar Vox for a couple of years got kind of big. I just noticed that tangentially. And then she like lost a bunch of weight again, right? So I'm assuming she's on like, you know, she's on fucking like Ozempic or, you know, was it the GLP-1 or some like, you know, semaglutide or something like that. And then there was another one that was local to Seattle that I knew about from a couple of years ago. Her name was Amber Cutie. She was well known on 4chan because they got her once in a stream, like in a My Free Cam stream, to like stick a Sharpie up her ass. And that kind of got her on the board in a couple of different ways. And so she became more voluptuous, right? And then has recently got on the GLP. So, you know, it's like it is like that. I think some people just do that because like they attract like the feeders, you know, and the feeders that like want them to get big, and then they can like, you know, they can like lose, they can lose or with the cap. No, the cap was on the outside. It was the other end. I remember the photos. I was trying to explain to my daughter last night, my 8-year-old, that there are some things in this world that once you see them, you can't unsee them. And she's like what? And I'm all like, I'm not going to tell you that information. And she's like, why not? And I'm all like, because then you'll know about that, and that's not good. She's like, well, I don't get it. And I'm all like, I want you to have as pure of a childhood as you possibly can. Here we go. He's crying like a baby.
If you want me to go away so bad, I'll effing will. I don't want to hear your face or hear you again for what you did to me. Also, I hope you lose a lot of followers because of your obsession with AI. Goodbye.
Brandon, this channel's already dead, brother. Like, I don't know where the fuck you've been. This thing's dead as shit. I'm just fucking having fun with it. I don't give a fuck. Let it burn to the ground like the goddamn Hindenburg, bitch. I don't care. You're the one that's fucking here, Brandman. You're here. You're the one that won't go away. You're the one that ran to your mommy's computer or phone when I told you that I direct messaged her about you in order to then receive way you know how, because I guarantee your mother's not an illiterate fool, and then block me. So then I couldn't talk to your mom. So then I had to go and find her phone number, which I did because it was very publicly available. And then I had a call with her. We had to talk for a little bit about how bad you are, how annoying you are, and how even she's frustrated with you. How does that make you feel? I'm kind of curious, if I'm just going to put on my psychologist hat for a moment here. I'm just wondering, how does that make you feel, knowing that your mother is not happy with you? That your mother, who you rely on for so much of everything in your life because of your disabilities, which again is not your fault, and I just want to make that abundantly clear, nor is it her fault, but your mother had to give up so much of who she is, so much of what she maybe wanted to do with her life, who then 30-some years later is so obsessed with a fat idiot on the internet that he won't go the fuck away, and he harasses everybody in that circle because he is disabled and because he is using that as a crutch to cover up the fact that this being you, Brandman, are an asshole. So how does it make you feel knowing that when I called your mother and we had a very, very stark conversation, a frank conversation about you, she was not happy with you. She doesn't know what to do with you. She doesn't know how to get you to listen or get you to stop. She doesn't know what to do. That's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Because you don't stop. She knows that. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know what she can do. You're in your 30s. You hide behind your disabilities. You use it as a way to act a fool, to make your mom's life hell. And you do this without a care, without an iota of guilt, without your entire body. You can think about me whatever you want, but I know about you, and I know about how your mom feels about you. And I don't want to be saying this. I don't want to make you feel bad. I want you to understand that you don't respect boundaries and you act the way that you do and you hide behind it. That does not make you a good person. It makes you a child. The brand man don't ever want to stop. No, we don't. So I talked to Chris today, very briefly, the bipolar Jedi, and I was like, "Hey man," he's like, he fucking told me, next time you stream, hit me up. I said, "I'm doing it tonight, bitch. Where the fuck is you?" Send him a link. Nothing. Motherfucker. I mentioned him. I talked to him. He's alive and shit. But you know, he's he ain't around. He ain't around. He ain't around tonight. I did send him, by the way, a link. So if he does see this and he wants to come on in, he can. So we got that. But all right, let's talk about McDonald's. Dun 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 dun. I'm loving it. So this is an AI trailer that they put out for Christmas. And they have since pulled it. That's why they are called McCowards. All right. They are McCowards because they pulled this. They should not have done it. It's like the AI Coca-Cola thing, right? I saw the AI Coca-Cola thing in front of Kill Bill the other night. It was in theaters. No one cared. No one said a word. No one freaked out. No one did anything. All right. Because this is where the echo chamber of social media is. Okay. I will, I'll play that trailer at the end of the stream. Thank you a lot, Command Unit. Because the Kingdom Come trailers are really well done. So, this is the trailer. I would play it for you guys on YouTube, but in better quality, but unfortunately it's since been, deleted. But just listen to the lyrics of the song and look at the context of the crazy. And you'll see, the point of this particular commercial. Oops. Wrong button. Goddamn.
It's the most terrible time of the year. All the shops turn to mayhem, even Santa knows space, and the tree redecorated your place. It's the most terrible time of the year. The roast turned to charcoal, and the cookies burn too, like a zoo. It's the most terrible time of the year. So you bleed from the madness, the lights and the cheer, and hide out in McDonald's till January's here.
That's it. That's the trailer. That's it. All right. Have you seen people critiquing the Coke trailer and comparing the size of the trucks throughout the ad? No, I haven't. But it's such a thing to see debated online. Because the trucks in the Coke ad were very stylistic on purpose. This is meant to be like realistic prompts, most likely done through VO3. Maybe Kling. I'm not too sure. Let me see here. Let me go. And I had the information, but I just ended up deleting it. Not deleting it. I just closed it out. Okay. Let's see here. So here's what we know about this, based upon the research that Grok gave me. Okay. Because look, Grok and Gemini do some pretty good work there. Diabeted. Yeah, there we go. If I could talk, right? Diabeted. Okay. So this ad. Let me do. There we go. Okay. So we're going to share this down there. Okay. All right. So here we go. The notorious, very terrible AI generated Christmas ad that fits my description is a 2025 McDonald's Netherlands holiday commercial titled The Most Terrible Time of the Year, released on December 6, 2025. So that would be 4 days ago. This 45-second spot quickly became infamous for its fully AI-generated visuals and cynical messaging, earning widespread mockery online as creepy, soulless, repulsive, god-awful, and a prime example of AI slop. Now, the reason why this makes me laugh and chuckle and chortle with glee is that was entirely the point. The point of the trailer, of the commercial, And I really like it too. Yes, I really, really like it too. And so thank you, Spherical Man. Yeah, send it over to on Twitter. But like, to me, it's really, really, really funny because the whole point of the trailer was that, like, yes, Christmas sucks. So come to McDonald's, right? And let's be real. Christmas blows dick. Okay, I'll give you a prime example. Tonight, I went out with the family, and there is a neighborhood nearby that every year, a lot of the neighborhood puts up a very nice Christmas display, and you can drive around. It's a circle and all that jazz, and you can see all that stuff, right? And you can see like all the different, we put on Christmas music in the car. You can go and just like, there was one guy a couple years ago before he moved away that would actually broadcast the local frequency that was synced up to the music he was broadcasting to the lights. So like, you get a light show. I mean, it was really cool. They got rid of it. Not rid of it. It's so toned down. It wasn't even worth going. It was so toned down. It doesn't feel like Christmas. It hasn't for years. And it's not that I am just a fucking Scrooge about it. I like Christmas. I prefer Halloween, but I like Christmas. But I look at it through the lens of being like, who is this for? It's for kids. It's for families. It's mostly for kids. And I think it gives kids something to look forward to, but parents are kind of put in this precarious position of them providing that particular experience. And it's almost like, but if you're not vibing on it, if you're not feeling it, if you don't like it because of how the world is, prices are going up, everything's going to shit. Are we on the verge of a civil war? What about World War III? Where are we going with this absolute dumb fuckery of a goddamn administration? All of these things, right? Violence is escalating. All of these things are happening. They've been happening for years. And so you get to this time of year and you're like, fuck, man, why the fuck should I care? So someone comes along and they make a little bit of a fucking cynical bit about it, right? A little playful, cynical bit. And that's all it is. And all they're doing is showcasing like Murphy's Law in regards to holidays. What can go wrong will go wrong. And that's ultimately what the ad is. And so people want to get all butthurt and bitchy about it, like somebody lit the fucking fuse on their tampon, and it's just fucking funny to watch to me, right? So I always like to say that Luddite's gonna Luddite, but let's be real here. This is also a situation of, do you have AIDS, artificial intelligence derangement syndrome? That's a real thing. It will be eventually diagnosed as such. Oops, it will eventually be diagnosed as such. Absolutely. So, anyway, what was the ad like? Anyway, the ad parodied the classic holiday song "It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year" by rewriting the lyrics to "It's the Most Terrible Time of the Year" and featuring a rapid fire montage of short stitched together AI generated clips, mostly 2-3 seconds each due to limitations of video generation continuity at the time, showing chaotic holiday mishaps, which is, again, this is all stuff we would have most likely seen in a goddamn National Lampoon's movie and nobody would have batted a fucking eye at. These are all situational comedic events. Let's be real. Okay, so this was commissioned for McDonald's Netherlands by the advertising agency TBWA Naboko, a Dutch arm of the global TBWA network. It was produced by the US-based production company The Sweet Shop using their in-house AI division called the Gardening Club. It was created entirely with generative AI tools, relying on older models produced in October 2025, just before newer ones were available like Runway Gem 5, and probably even like maybe VO3. This could have been VO2. The process involved generating thousands of takes or dailies via AI prompts, then heavily editing, compositing, lighting balances, artifact removal, and finishing them to stitch them into a coherent, although ultimately criticized video. Because here's the thing when it comes to AI and people who don't like AI, okay, they think that you just press a button and you get what you get. It's not the case. Yeah, can they re-roll it like a fucking slot machine and then like figure out how to composite it all together? Yeah. Nothing wrong with that though. Right? Nothing wrong with that. That's the way it is. Let's see. Online show 7737 here says, I don't think people would hate AI as much if it didn't work like a 2000s generator site like there's like a site like is there an editing suite? AI can make HQ images, but they all look like they came from the same place. That's not actually true anymore. They don't look like they all came from the same place. The biggest problem that a lot of people have when it comes to utilizing AI for any kind of generative activities is they don't go in and fine tune it, right? They don't spend the time to really fine tune what they're trying to do, right? They don't do that at all. And they should do that. Because when you fine tune your prompt, you are then working within the prompt to create the outcome that you want. A lot of people, I would argue, are pretty okay with just it being like whatever role they get. You know what I mean? Like they play the hand that they're dealt, sort of thing. But the people that really get it, those are the ones that, you know, they know how to work within the system and make it look pretty well. And that to me is kind of fascinating, right? So, yeah, I mean, like they pulled the ad down because they were upset, I guess. It racked up 20,000 views on YouTube, I guess. But it did way more on Twitter and maybe Facebook and maybe Instagram and TikTok and whatnot. They called it the ugliest, most gloomy and depressing AI slop, more cynical about Christmas than the Grinch, soulless and demonic, worse than Coca-Cola's own controversial AI holiday ad this year. But why? Why was it more controversial than the Coca-Cola ad? Because Coca-Cola was promoting Christmas. If you think about it, if anything, Coca-Cola was promoting Judeo-Christian values, which is probably why people are willing to overlook it. Like, well, you know, yeah, they used AI, but, you know, they're promoting the sanctity of the holiday, which is really about the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. So we can maybe overlook the fact that they used, you know, AI to generate something that is promotional, that is promoting American values and Americana wrapped around, you know, the cloak of Coca-Cola ads, you know, whereas the other guys are just like making fun of the holidays for how bad the holidays can get. You know, let's see here. Music Man here says, I had to make ChatGPT do a top 40 R&B list multiple times without repeating the same songs. It didn't work. Yeah, well, if you just go in there and say, give me a list of like the top 40 R&B songs, like it's going to probably have maybe a little bit of trouble with that because it's like, well, those top 40 is like, what is it like? Billboard charts? Is it like ratings per radio station? Things along those lines, right? Like you get out of AI what you put into AI. That's the difference there. You get out of it what you put into it. So that's kind of the whole point. Is you got to like really go in. So these guys, I mean, even like the Coca-Cola ad went out there and like did, you know, they did like a ton, like 70,000 regenerations, rerolls. The technology is not there yet. It's getting there. It is getting there faster than you fucking think. And I think that's kind of the kicker here. That's kind of the key thing is that when you are looking at this technology and you are, cautious, you know, or outright hate it. I think people who outright hate it are doing it because they don't understand it. So, online here says, I think that's why we need like a video suite instead of only being able to edit prompts. We should be able to get into the asset environment and make the tweaks within there instead of having fixed in post. Well, they are working on that, right? And in many ways, I would argue that you shouldn't rely on generative AI for everything. You know, like Adobe has the ability, I don't know if it's available now, but it will be at some point to like, let's say like the shirt that I'm wearing, right? Make it red and it makes my shirt red. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of stuff is going to be all part of the editing software. I think with Adobe Premiere, I would be shocked if DaVinci didn't integrate it. I'd be shocked if because CapCut didn't integrate it. There, like Final Cut could integrate it. Avid could integrate it. Like there's a lot of options for this stuff to get integrated into the pipeline for post-production. And that's where it's going to shine the most. And what it's going to be is it's going to be like what in many ways what CG kind of promised us, which was, well, what's the saying from that episode of Futurama where Bender's going to look for God and then ultimately becomes God? It's all like, if you did your job right, they won't even know that you're there. I'm paraphrasing that, but that's kind of the point. You're going to Wendy's. Do we want anything? I'll get a Frosty Jr. Yeah. I don't know why it sounds good. Or a spicy chicken fucking with tomatoes and goddamn bacon, dude. That's fucking bomb. Anyway. Let's see here. Music Man says, I just wanted a 90s R&B and underrated. Also, I expanded the list to 300. It didn't even work when I gave specifics, and that's okay. Let you know, but again, also it depends on like what in model. Let's see here. Okay. I need you to give me a list of the top 40 R&B songs from the 1990s. All right, let's just see what it says. I'll just bring it up on my end and see what it does. A Dave's double, no lettuce or tomato, and 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers and a medium fries. You know what pisses me off about a lot of these restaurants? Because it's like Burger King specifically, they don't heat their buns. They keep the buns outside, and like they let like the heat from like the burger and like the fries inside the bag on the way home toast the bun or warm the bun. Even when I worked at the drive-in and we had cheeseburgers and hamburgers, we still kept the buns in a warmer, man. You know, like you got to have that shit locked and fucking loaded, ready to go. You got to be providing that shit. Strawberry. Get a strawberry. Enjoy strawberry. All right. Let's see here. Hold on. Let me... how do I... There you go. Collapse menu. Okay. Okay, here we go. Tell me if this is good or bad. I don't know, right? So the 1990s was a golden era for R&B, characterized by the rise of New Jack Swing in the early years, the dominance of hip-hop soul in the mid-90s, and the emergence of neo-soul and glossy pop R&B toward the millennium. Here's a curated list of the top 40 R&B songs of the 1990s, organized by tempo and vibe. These are the tracks that define the clubs and house parties. Like number 1 being Montel Jordan's This Is How We Do It. That's very true. That's very true. You know, that song, fuck, dude, I was in middle school and shit. That came out in 95, man. I was in fucking middle school. You got Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe. That was before my time. Mark Morrison's Return of the Mac. I had this album. Good album. Very good album. Where was I? I was at a place a while ago, and they were playing one of the tracks from the album, right? And it wasn't Return of the Mac. It was one of the other songs from the album. And I was like, holy shit, I've never heard that stuff anywhere. Like no one I know has ever had the one Mark Morrison album. Because I don't think I'm pretty sure he put out other albums, but they never did as good as Return of the Mac, right? Because it's Return of the Mac. Blackstreet featuring Dr. Dre, No Diggity. Fuck, dude, that shit was fucking fire. TLC, No Scrubs. Hell yeah. Mariah Carey featuring Old Dirty Bastard Fantasy Remix. That was good. Next, Too Close. I'm pretty sure I know it, but I can't think of it right now. Genuine Pony. I mean, yeah. Ride it, my pony. Yep. Ghost Town DJs. I'm pretty sure I know that. Yeah, I think about my boo. Yeah, right. Color Me Bad, I Want to Sex You Up. Hey, Mr. DJ. That's a good one. Michael Jackson. Do you remember the time when we fell in love? Yeah, I can't sing. I'm just gonna do it. Those are just the hits, not some. Well, that's what I'm talking about, right? You want underrated tracks. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you got to go into the specifics. How about Bobby Brown's On Our Own from Ghostbusters 2? That was 1989, man, not 1990s. But I'm glad to see a little bit of love for Bobby Brown in that track. That's a good track. Ghostbusters 2 is a good movie. You got Mary J. Blige, Lauryn Hill, Aaliyah, and Vogue. Never Gonna Get It, Never Gonna Get It, Never Gonna Get It, Never Gonna Get It. A lot of good shit here. Say My Name. Yeah, good. Brandy, I Want to Be Down. Yep. Erykah Badu. Wow. D'Angelo. Holy shit. Keith Sweat. Holy fuck. Haven't heard that name in forever. TLC, Creep. Usher, You Make Me Wanna. Yeah. Boys to Men. Whitney Houston. God, man, Whitney Houston. And I will always. Yeah, my TLC. Fucking always loved TLC. Tony Braxton was great. Casey and JoJo was also good. Brandy and Monica, This Boy's Mine. That was fucking fire. Jodeci. Shit, dude. Mariah Carey, Always Be My Baby. That was pretty big. Yeah. Okay, well, here we go. What about underrated R&B tracks from the 90s? Ones that wouldn't appear on a list like this, but were still well known, played, and talked about. Let's see what it can pull from here. All right, let's take a look. That is a shame about Whitney. Yeah. Yeah, Hadaway, What Is Love, man? Such a good track. Let's see here. Hey, what other movie gives you a recap song in the middle of the movie like Bobby Brown did in Ghostbusters 2? I don't know. I don't know, man. But, I mean, Hadaway, What Is Love, man? That song was immortalized. You got to understand, if you weren't around in, like, the late 90s, you don't understand Hadaway, What Is Love? Especially when it came to SNL and you had the Night at the Roxbury guys. That cracked me up, man. I saw Night at the Roxbury opening day. Opening day, I saw that. And to this day, I still love What Is Love. Oh, yeah, the singles. You had the single To the Boy's Mind. God, whatever happened to singles? All right, let's see how this looks, because this may not be shit. This is the cookout and cleanup list. Okay, let me know how this works. This is Gemini. Okay, you got Total featuring Notorious B.I.G., Can't You See? Case featuring Foxy Brown, Touch Me, Tease Me. Escape, Just Kicking It. Brownstone, If You Love Me. 112 Feet with the Notorious B.I.G. and Mace. Only You. High Five, 702, Faith. I'm sure I know these, but to be fair, like, I probably don't know as many. Tony. Oh, wow. That's an old one. Dude, Tevin fucking Campbell. Tevin Campbell. This is arguably the most beloved 90s R&B song not on the mainstream charts. Yeah, but you see, Tevin Campbell, motherfuckers. Okay, this is a guy. This is Powerline from Goof Troop, from the Goofy movie. Okay, those should have been on here. Now, that's the list I wanted. Well, this is where, again, like, you got to, like, this is on fucking Gemini. I like ChatGPT, I do, but honestly, I'm at the point now where I'm like, I think Gemini is probably better. It's not that I want to get rid of GPT. I'm going to keep both, but it's just like, I use Gemini a lot more. I just wish it had better vocal capabilities. I understand What Is Love in SNL. That's all I think about sometimes. Hell yeah. There you go. There you go. You know what single I had? I had is Eazy-E, Love for Them Gangstas, which was on, I believe, only on the Beverly Hills Cop 3 soundtrack. And you hear it for a brief, like, second or two in the movie, but I had the single. I don't know if, hold on. Love for Them Gangstas. Let's see here. Let's see what happens. Wow. You guys ever know this one?
Let's take a trip. Just sit back and light a spliff with this and don't slip. For the funky ass track, jump back. Strapped with a gat, full sack, and a 7-8 rack on clean. Gangsta lean, I got green, but I serve dubs like it ain't no thing. I hang with OG niggas, don't set trip, or you might get a slug in your fucking back.
All right, I can't play the whole track, but if you don't know this song, if you don't know this Eazy-E track, you should absolutely check out this Eazy-E track. It's called Love for Them Gangstas. It's on the Beverly Hills Cop 3 soundtrack. I'm sure they put it on an album. I just never knew about it. But I was like, fucking, when did this come out? I was like, Beverly Hills Cop 3. I was 12 years old. Listening to this shit. What about Rhythm of the Night by Corona? Great song. Great fucking song. 'Cause it's the rhythm of the night. My life. Oh, yeah. Dude, I'll link it in the chat. It's a good fucking song, dude. It's not Easy's best. It ain't Easy's best, but it's fucking good. It's literally only in the fucking movie for like a second or two. Yeah, do I mind playing it another 10 seconds like Catch on Shazam? Fine.
I don't slack when it comes to street. I kick real G shit to a gangster beat. It's so sweet when you got money to spend. I got a cool ass built and a fly ass Benz. I make ends, spend my dough on no hoe. That's how it is and that's how it goes. Act like you know when I creep real slow, giving love to the niggas that I know is real G.
If you got love for them gangsters, let me hear you one time if you're down for the crime.
Such a good song. Such a good track. Awesome. Yeah, it's good, man. I remember I was at Fred Meyer, which is like this kind of like it's like I don't know, the department store, whatever. They had the electronics department, they had the cassette tapes, they had the singles, and I came across this single and I was like, fuck yeah, dude, let's get this shit. Please tell me I know that the 90s song Cosmonova by Isla. Let me see. Cosmonova, maybe. Maybe. Let's see. I don't think I do know this. Is there any lyrics or is it literally just the music? Okay, so it's just the track. Okay. It sounds somewhat familiar, but I don't think I know it as well as I would probably like to know it, to be fair. But there's a lot of good tracks out there from the back in the day. Back in the 90s. You'll never be able to go back again. Had to Shazam that 3 times to get the right song and artist. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's I haven't used Shazam in years, so I didn't even know it was still around. You said, "Oh, can I Shazam it?" And I was all like, "What, the fucking movie?" Shows you how out of it I am on that shit. All right. Speaking of something else I wanted to kind of touch upon tonight, because I thought, why the fuck not? Let's talk about Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's assassination, my guys. It's been 3 months as of tomorrow, right? Oh no, today. 3 months as of today, and it's only gotten worse, right? We have a gentleman in custody. We have a alleged shooter in custody. And yet the right wing is very much in line with the belief that there is something, afoot at the Circle K. We don't know what's going on necessarily, but Erica Kirk, clearly not the fakest person ever. Let's see. So she is, she goes ballistic apparently on MAGA influencers using Charlie's death to make money. To which case I have to quickly, didn't Charlie Kirk use like George Floyd's death to make money? I mean, to be fair, about these issues, political, social, whatever, right? We're using them all for clout or for money or for some kind of relevance, some kind of benefit, whether it be, societal or financial, right? That's what we do. We do what we do. If it didn't give us something of value, we wouldn't do it. So clearly people want to know what the hell is going on with Charlie Kirk. So here we go.
Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole, whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this, no.
I have to say it. I've never seen you like this.
No, I'm very. This is righteous anger because this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus. Yes, I believe in our judicial system. I do.
I'm sorry. That was just, I believe judicial, guys. Judicial. How long before Erica is ousted? I don't know, man. You got to give it a little bit of time, I guess. But it's fucking funny, man. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We have a hell of a team working on this. Excuse my French. But this is not okay.
So you want to put these people back in the box where they've been creeping from?
I don't care what box you're in. But just know that your words are very powerful, and we are human. My team are not machines, and they're not robots. They are human. We have more death threats on our team and our side than I have ever seen. I have kidnapping threats. You name it, we have it. And my poor team is exhausted. And every time they bring this back up, what are we supposed to do? Relive that trauma all over again? They watched my husband get murdered. I have no idea how I would have reacted if I was there that day. And thank the good Lord that I did not have to see that happen. But my team, they are rocked to the core. So why every single day do they have to be dragged through the mud, analyzed, hyper-analyzed?
She brings up an interesting point. Why are they analyzed? Why are they hyper-analyzed? Because the officials in charge of the investigation are inept, incompetent, foolish, right? Retarded. Let's just be fair. They're retarded. And because of that, there are so many questions that people have. There are so many concerns people have. There are so just open-ended questions people have. And so they're looking for answers any way that they can. And so when you have a person like Erica Kirk, who appears, I'm just going to say appears, to be faking everything that she says, everything that she does, the fake dabbing, the emotions, my dabbing, right? Now, do you guys remember when Charlie got shot and there was that whole thing about like how he was murdered in front of his wife and kids because they were there? That was a narrative going around for at least the first couple of days. So here she's like, I wasn't even there when it happened. That to me is like that. I had nothing with it. I wasn't even there. I wasn't even there, guys. I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't even. No idea. No idea. None whatsoever. I had no idea. Yeah, they had pyrotechnics at his memorial service. Here's the thing with that, Spherical Man. So they had pyrotechnics at his memorial service, which came together very quickly. Right? They rented out an arena. They got filled it with people. There was an an overflow area, right? People could go and see whatever. They had pyrotechnics to introduce Erica Kirk. She gets up there. She's all like, yeah, swaying back with Trump, rocking out, doing the double devil horns. She's all like, hail Satan. Hail praise Jesus. And I'm like, there's a video of her over Charlie's dead body. And I don't even think it was Charlie's dead body. I don't think it was Charlie's dead body. I'm not even making that up, man. You go find that video. Look at his hands. They are waxy as fuck. Now, look, that could be the embalming process. All right. I am not a mortician or a funeral director. It's not my job to know this shit. But I was looking at it, they never showed his face. He wasn't shot in the face. Homie was clipped in the neck. And yet they apparently, according to the executive director or executive producer of Charlie's show, made a claim that they found the bullet lodged in his body, that it was deflected. A 30-06 round was deflected off of his fucking, collarbone? Off of vertebrae? Off of a clavicle? I don't know. It's fucking, clavicle's right here, right? Off of whatever. They got him. And his bones were of such girth, of such density, that it stopped the 30-06 round clean in its path. And there was no exit wound. It just stopped in the body. Okay, Jan. Sure. Yeah. Okay. It was a glorified Trump rally. Yeah, it was. It was a very glorified Trump rally. But then here's what gets me. Where's Charlie's parents? Where are the people that knew him growing up? Where are close friends from his childhood? Normally in these situations, those people are sought out. Tell us who he was like when he was younger. What kind of person was he when he was younger? What'd you guys do for fun? Any fun anecdotes? Got any fun stories you want to tell, to remember and immortalize Charlie Kirk? All of these things that you would normally do in a situation like this, gone, poof, never happened. You know, like the gun YouTubers are like, the bullet doesn't match up with whatever's going on. Same thing when Trump got fucking nicked by that bullet. It wasn't a bullet. His ear healed super quick. They never released the medical report, the doctor's report. They never did any of that stuff. And Charlie Kirk's case, they haven't even released the medical examiner's filings, which will eventually come out when we get to the trial, if we ever actually get to the trial, and Tyler Robinson isn't somehow Epsteined in prison. You know, I think what Milo Yiannopoulos has made comments about, like, what, Charlie Kirk being gay. You know, I think he made comments. I definitely made comments about Benny Johnson being gay. And, you know, yeah, okay, hold on. It was a shard of glass. At the very least, it wasn't a blood pack. I don't believe it was a blood pack. I don't believe that it was faked, if that's what you're asking. But there's definitely something there. I think they realized that it was like more of a nicking than anything else. And they're like, we can't have that get out there. We have to play it up that you were shot and the bullet grazed your ear and killed a fireman behind you. And that's what we're going to go with. Versus like, yeah, it was like the fireman still died, but it really was just like a ricochet off of something. You know, like that would diminish the impact. And when he went to the RNC right afterward and you got the people with the fucking ear tampons. What did I say? Oh, you said Benny. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, there's all of this stuff out there that they're saying about all of this, right? Yeah, the chuds are obsessed with gay people. They are, you know, and there's like, look, man, I think a lot of it's repression. To be honest with you, I think there's a fair amount of it that's repression. I think you've got a lot of people out there that are just kind of like, I don't want to say that they're gaying it. I think that they are just sexually repressed and they don't know how to express it. And I think it's one of those things where like the nerds get mad at the jocks in high school because the jocks are having sex and the nerds aren't, you know? But if you just go and join the band, you're going to probably get laid. All right. You know, that joke from American Pie was based in some form of reality. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Trump doesn't even have the scar on his ear. That 78-year-old cartilage fucking healed quick. Because it was just, you know, shit was minor. But they can't tell you that. But here's the thing. I'm telling you guys this right now. When Trump dies, the cavalcade of stories are going to come out. When Trump dies, and who knows when that's going to happen. Could be tomorrow, could be fucking 20 years from now. We have no way of knowing. But when that happens, you are going to hear so much stuff. And whether or not it's true or not, we have no way of knowing all of it. But like, you're going to hear everything under the sun because a dead person can't sue you for defamation. In about 4 or 6 months is what you're thinking? I don't think so. I think he's going to last until he's out of office. You know why I think that? Because we're not that goddamn lucky. That's why I think that. We're not that goddamn lucky to get away from MAGA that quickly. I mean, MAGA is absolutely destroying themselves. This Charlie Kirk thing was the schism that we on the other side, I don't want to say needed to have happen. Like, Charlie should not have died. Let me just make that abundantly clear. No one should have died to cause this kind of schism, but the schism was inevitable, right? This was just an accelerant of which we have never fucking seen before. That's the difference. Charlie, his death just set people the fuck off. We are where we are. We are where we are. They handed Turning Point over to Erica. She's going to have the team work with her. The fucking live streams are still pulling in some views. Their individual video content is starting to fail. Right-wing individual content is starting to fail. The only one right now that I can see that's really pulling in a shit ton of views, believe it or not, it's Candace Owens. Her daily show is pulling in over a couple million people. You know, I'm gonna prove it to you guys. I'm gonna prove it to you guys. Thank you, Charlie Kirk. So some of the funniest fucking memes ever. I mean, I'm not saying I didn't laugh, because that would be a lie. I laughed a lot. But it's also gallows humor, which is how I process what I saw. You know what I mean? Let's see. There's a doctor whose specialty is geriatric medicine, and his professional opinion, based on Donald's public appearances, is that he's in the final stages of whatever's going on with him. I don't know, man. I would not put it past Donald Trump to like go through like that blood cleansing fucking shit that Brian Johnson is doing. You know what I mean? I would not be surprised if he was like, get me to the doctor, just so I can plug it in. Just put the blood through a filter, clean me out, put me back. Let's see here. Online says, I used to be so extreme, it's insane to watch the right wing implode over Charlie Kirk. I think a lot of them are afraid. I mean, there's two parts of it, right? You have one that's like opportunity driven. So the opportunity is the like, oh my God, this is content, right? I can play this up for years. And even after the trial is over and Tyler Robinson is probably found guilty, I can still play it for years because they got the wrong fucking guy. They can do that. They have now infinite money generator for right-wing conspiracy theories, right? I mean, we basically watched like as important, I wouldn't say as important of an assassination as JFK and MLK, but very close. Like underneath, yes, but close. And I only say that not because of like the overall power that Charlie Kirk had or even really where he was going, but it was just because like it was so shocking and it was so public. And social media amplified it in real time in 4K, you know? And so that just, and then like just the fumbling of the investigation and all the other stuff that went into it. It just like you basically have given a professional, a gambler, the worst thing you could ever give a gambler. And that is a win, because it just feeds that fucking ego, and they make a lot of money. They make a lot of fucking money, man. Let me see here. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some shit up in this. Okay, let's take a look here. All right, so we're gonna take a gander, take a looky-loo over here at
airlines have canceled more than 7
right, at our idiotic baby boy here, Mr. Beanie Man himself. Tim Pool, by the way, has me blocked on Twitter because on January 6, 2021, I DM'd him and I said, this is your fault, as it was happening, by the way, because it's partially fucking true. And he did not like that. He got very, very mad. Very mad at me. Blocked me. But I stand by what I said. And goddamn near 5 years later, I think I'm somewhat correct on that. Anyway. Here's his channel. 2.58 million subscribers. 2.58 million subscribers. Look how many videos he's got here. 10,000 videos. 10,000 videos. That is insane. Over a couple years. Because he was really pushing this channel hard. And back in like, I think like not even 10 years ago. So he's pumping out a ton of content. If you take a look here at just his videos. Okay. All right. Bonnie Blue arrested in Bali, faces 15 years in prison for adult content. 11 hours ago, 11,000 views. Bonnie Blue is a popular person, especially if you know her in real life. Because there's a high probability if you smile at her, you'll get a BJ. And it will be for content. Okay. So you've got Trump is winning, polling higher than Obama and Bush this time in history. Come on, dude. No one believes that. But again, 17,000 views. All right. Candace Owens claims Tim Pool's brother tried to shoot him. Tim responds. I know Reactor. I know Tim's brother. Nice guy, actually. Okay. 44,000 views. Oh, gee, I wonder why, because it's Candace Owens. Candace Owens says the U.S. military is involved in Charlie Kirk assassination. All right, but they put Charlie Kirk down over here, blocked obviously by the thumbnail or by the this is terrible thumbnail placement, by the way. Terrible thumbnail design. This whole thing is terrible thumbnail design. Too many words. Too many words. Now, granted, my thumbnails suck ass, but like still, like, you know, too many fucking words. But here we are, 3 months. And yeah, he says here, Kirk assassination, one of the most impactful in history, MAGA fractured, 16,000 views. Man arrested for stalking Benny Johnson, Matt Walsh threatening violence, 17,000 views. Shots fired at Timcast studio. There is no off-ramp. We don't believe that's even the case at this point. There's been no, actually, people have looked into this for this. There has been no police reports made in the county where Tim's compound is, the sheriff, right? There's been no police reports made to the sheriff's office about anyone firing a shot at Tim Pool. He says that there was a shot fired at his house like 3 years ago. So there's that. But yeah, let's see here. Men are betting on WNBA peak on menstrual cycles. That's pretty fucked up. But again, 16,000 views. What are we seeing? Are we seeing a pattern? Okay. Democrats, you know, I mean, look at all this shit here, right? But we're just looking at these views and they're like 3 days ago, 4 days ago. These views are terrible given the size of his channel. 2.58 million. 2.58 million. And he's having trouble cracking 40,000. I'd say he's having trouble cracking for a lot of these videos, 20,000 views. So he still gets a lot of views. Let's be fair about that, okay? I think looking up here, he gets, in the last week, he got about almost 2 million. That's a lot of views. Make no mistake. Okay? He has 24 uploads a week, more than that. But this is why he's got 10,000 videos. All right? David Pakman does this. Young Turks do this. Kyle Kalinske does this. A lot of these people who do these long-form shows will cut out the segments in order to try to get in the algorithm and get people to check it out. Truth of the matter is actually, I think, kind of harming you to do that. Now, granted, you can't do 3-hour streams every day and expect there to be a lot. Like maybe 25 to 40 minute long videos daily, sit down, talk about shit. People might tune into it if it's news related content because it's something to put on and just listen to versus always having these smaller fucking, 15-minute. All these videos, I guarantee you, are also way longer than they need to be. But just looking at all this here, he's just not pulling in, right? Like he's just not pulling this in at all. Not compared to what he used to at the height, right? If we were to go here, look at his popular videos. His most popular videos is actually one of his songs. One of his songs, Will of the People, original song and video by Timcast. All right, 5 years ago, 2.6 million views. Okay. Video from 5 years ago, 1.8 million. 1 year ago, 1.6 million views. But these are all older. 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago. These are older videos. Like lately, it's been getting really, really, really bad. Although I do want to see, I got to see how bad this is. How bad is this? Let's see. How bad is this song? I already want to die. No, I'm good. You know what? Honestly, AI music is better than this. What on good? This is Tim Pool's music, man. It's terrible shit. But the reason why, so again, going back and looking just generally at his content, we are seeing that his channel is, I would argue, dying. He's still making a lot of money. Okay. He's still doing well, comparatively speaking. But if he's out there talking about how everything is getting ready to like crash and everything's ready to burn and everything else like this, and he can't afford to do this anymore, that's a problem. But if you look here, he's got his stream from 4 hours ago, 116,000, 164,000 from 6 days ago, 151,000. So he's getting a lot of views on these live streams. So then the question then becomes, what's going on with the individual videos? Well, this is where YouTube is promoting the live streams more than they're promoting the videos. He would probably do better ultimately if he stopped doing the individual videos and people would just watch the live streams, because I guarantee you he's not really growing. Let's see if I can look this up here. Let's see. Social Blade. Let me see. Timcast IRL, Social Blad. Okay. He is. All right. He'll gain. Okay. So it looks like he'll gain some subs. He gained some already, probably off of the Charlie Kirk shit. But, you know, even October, let's see here. He went up, but, you know, 2.56. So that's, you know, 2,560,000, 2,570,000, 2,580,000. But like that's, you know, he gets about 2,000 new subs a day, according to this. 220. That's not bad, but for his size still, but his views, right? He went up a lot in October of last year. What the fuck happened in October of last year? You know, maybe the election, maybe. But then even in November, he didn't do much. You know, so he's still going back up, but you can tell, you know, 20,000. I mean, dude, come on. Charlie Kirk died in September and he only went up 20,000. So you can start seeing this. The views, though, are starting to drop. March of this year, 20,000. Okay. September, 17,000. October, 15,000. November, 11. Oh, sorry, not thousand, million. My bad. So you can start to see that it's starting to drop off. All right. So there's just not new people that are coming on in. His views are probably getting, or the live streams. Well, no, I don't want to sit there and just say that, because we'll take a look here at the lives. Because going back, like what I'll say about that, go back a couple months. If we can go back a couple months, 2 months ago. See, the views were actually higher a couple months ago. Whoa. Oh my God. They were a lot higher a couple months ago. Holy shit. Okay. 3 months ago, he went from 197 to 238 to 895. Charlie Kirk. Here we go. This is it right here. Yeah. Nearly 1 million views on the Charlie Kirk assassinated suspect in custody episode. All right. And so they did this and nearly 1 million. And then the next day, you know, media warns of civil war. I mean, obviously that's not even remotely outside of right-wing fucking spheres that were just using it to push fucking bullshit. But again, almost 600,000 on that one. Charlie Kirk again, 400,000. VP says no unity to Democrats celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination. Obviously there's that. I mean, yeah, anything Charlie Kirk related was boosting him up. And then now that's kind of been diminished. And as time passes, it always does happen like that, right? People's attention spans are always going to be a certain way. How many are bots? Probably not as many as you think. I will give Tim the benefit of the doubt on that one. But in many ways, it's a lot like that. But then if you go and you look up, you know, Candace Owens, look up her channel. Okay, she's got 5.66 million subscribers. Okay. I don't need to listen to her talk. All right. So these are her videos. And she's not, if you notice, she's not doing the videos. She had 1 month ago, she had Norman Finkelstein. She interviewed him. Then 3 months ago, she interviewed Milo, the rise of the gaytriarchy. A very Milo thing to say. All right. Like she has her show here. That was just a video. So something happened there to where she had to upload that one. I don't know who is this donut operator? Is that who was watching that? She had Russell Brand 5 months ago, but 1.2 million, right? I don't know why she had, was she pregnant and then she had a baby and then someone was taking over? I have no idea. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay. But those videos are doing all right. But then if you look here, in the last 7 days, Tim Pool did 1.9 million. She's done 16.6 million views, with her estimated monthly average earnings of between $151,000 to $454,000 a month, which is usually somewhere in the middle. Her average video length is 62 minutes. We see here it kind of averages. And she just does the live streams. And the live streams are pulling in the views. This was streamed 8 hours ago. 1.4 million views in 8 hours. That kind of trajectory is the kind of shit that would get you on the absolute fucking front page of YouTube. And I don't know if it's there. I haven't even looked. But look, Charlie's last trip to Asia. This changes everything. Right, here we go. Tim Pool, who stood to benefit from Charlie Kirk's assassination from a couple days ago. You know, she's like, who did stand to benefit from Charlie Kirk's assassination? Gee, I wonder who did it. You know? And so you've got like, here we go. They're just the shocking revelation about the Egyptian planes. They're just plain lying about everything and calling out Tim Pool again. I mean, like, see, but this is the way the right wing operates. And this is, to be fair, even the way the left wing operates as well. When you have got all of these people that are operating in the space of needing the most amount of attention, this is what is going on. When was last year the Russian money thing? That was before the election. It could have been around that time. But either way, Candace Owens is just fundamentally fucking dominating this conversation. You know what I mean? Like, she's just, everything about this is being dominated by Candace Owens. It's Candace that. Nothing is really mattering. You know what I mean? Like, nothing else is mattering. She's been able to take up every other bit of attention in the room. And that to me is very, very, very fascinating. I need to use the restroom. So I'm going to find, some AI slop that I can play for you guys while I use the restroom. Let's see. I know you guys are probably, God damn it, fucking care. All right. This guy's pretty funny. This is Yeti. This is was it Yeti AF Universe? This guy's pretty good. I actually watch a fair amount of these. They're pretty funny. These are all just collections and shit. So I'll be back in a couple minutes. So here we go.
Happy little glaze. Kind of what I did to your mother the other night. Ha! Oh man, wiggle it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Slap, slap, slap. Make sure to get in between all this beautiful crap. Happy Thanksgiving.
I hear one peep out of you motherfuckers while I'm trying to sing. It's gonna be Hiroshima up in this bitch. Fuck around and find out. I walked through the fire just to...
Where is Kane? Out of my way! It's everywhere!
You know, telling boomers that something is AI is a little like telling children Santa isn't real. Sometimes it's kind to let folks keep their wonder. Let the elderly have their innocence.
At Kentucky Fried Turd, we're going all in on flavor with new whole fried turd strips. We batter real turds and fry them golden for a crispy crunch that hits different. Dip them in smoky chipotle aioli, pair with our...
Need another one. Milk.
You've had enough, man. We're done.
It's for the cookies. Supposed to have...
No. Go grab some water.
You don't get it, kid. It's my job.
Veneers. Introducing My First Veneers, the toy that lets your kid go from regular smile to Miami Instagram influencer in 0.2 seconds. Each set includes veneers so bright they can guide airplanes, a maxed out credit card, and a dentist who definitely isn't licensed. Press the button and hear iconic phrases like,
do they look natural?
Just because I don't text often, it doesn't mean I don't love you. I just hate texting. It's really that simple. Let's get honest.
Hi, my name is Matt, and I'm gonna sing.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think this is the right competition.
I am sorry. I don't think this is the right competition for you.
Security.
All right, Ruth, arms up. You got this?
Here we go.
Nice handstand. Roll it out. Yes. Beautiful cartwheel right into the back handspring. Push.
Woohoo!
Stick it and finish. That was awesome. High five.
Coming right up, hon. Hot and buttery, just the way you like.
Oh, yeah.
She gave me crabs!
Jenny's Got Crabs in theaters this Christmas.
I warned you once. I swear I didn't know they were cutting it. This isn't the way. You want to play games with people's blood sugar? You just picked the wrong man. Yippee-ki-yay, blood sugar.
Got it! Ha-ha! Fresh and steamy, just like you ordered. Nuggets 3 count!
On the scoop, done.
Table 47 ready?
Finger guns and fries, baby. Keep them coming.
Just hear those sleigh bells jing-a-ling-a-ring-a-ting-a-ting-a-ling-a-too. Ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ding-dong-a-ding. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with a Jew.
Downs, 3 friends with Down syndrome turning every doorway into a stage. Energy, heart, joy. One sound you won't forget. The debut album drops this spring. Get tickets and
pizza from Pizza Hut.
That's good.
Cheesy. It's loaded with flavor and something else.
Uh-oh. Oh, no! My stomach!
The new laxative pizza. Try it before.
Relationship. Hi, Billy Mays here with the Toxic Relationship Detector. One sketchy text, and this bad boy goes off like a free fire drill. He sends yo you up, bam.
Introducing the Real Job Playset. Everything they told you a real job would come with, like respect, a pension, health insurance, and even that gold watch when you retire. Look, every piece is perfectly molded and totally missing, because nothing says real job quite like promises that never showed.
Darling, I want to propose in the most romantic place I know, because I know how much you love my little Whopper. Will you marry me? No!
Introducing the all-new Milwaukee-powered coffin, built with MX Fuel technology, full-power battery core, and smart auto burial controls. Rugged, self-lowering, and lit for the ride. It gets...
Yeah, let me get a large fry, a small Coke, and 2 burgers.
And a Happy Meal, too.
What? Hey, don't add that. Nah, no Happy Meal.
Sir?
No, cancel that. There's a bald-ass, headed-ass kid behind the damn sign trying to order. Ignore him.
Introducing Angry Day Drinking Daddy, the action figure that's already had enough of today. With 8 real catchphrases and all the backyard essentials. Angry Day Drinking Daddy. Anger, refreshed, battery...
I think I ate too much meat. I might have the meat sweats. Oh, Lord. Bear with me now.
In the Isle of Desperation, my heart
I love
is
these.
on the shelf.
Give me that roll. Not before I do. We're tugged together by 2-ply truth.
Fight, we spin, we claw, we sing, but we just want something clean.
To survive. To survive.
The great TP shortage will keep on rolling tonight.
Oh no. Oh no.
In a world where grades aren't the only thing rising.
Pop quiz, people.
Meet Ms. Lushmore, the teacher who gives extra credit in all the right subjects.
Gulp.
She's here to teach discipline, focus, and maybe a little hands-on learning.
Eyes on your own paper.
Wait. Was that Don LaFontaine's voice? Hold on.
The teacher who gives extra credit in all the right...
Oh my God, it is. Oh my God, that is Don LaFontaine's voice. Oh shit. Oh, holy shit. That's pretty funny, man. Okay, but I do want to see the I do want to see the Bob Ross Cthulhu thing.
Right subjects.
Gulp.
She's here to teach discipline, focus, and maybe a little hands-on learning.
Eyes on your own paper.
Now, once this big guy wakes up from his sleep, we're all fucked. But until then, we just enjoy the colors.
Oh, yeah.
My God, how many times do I have to tell you to stop this fucking shit?
Oh, no.
Hello, neighbor.
Meet the Makita OSHA detector. It warns you when compliance is on the way, so you can button up before they roll up. With a 600-foot range and audible vibration and visual alerts, you'll always know they're near.
Come on, big fella.
Crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. Gotta love it. There's an AI audio video of Chris Chan being cured and becomes normal? I'm sure there is, Axel. Oh yeah. No, there's tons of videos of people falling through the floors. It's tons of them that are out there. The problem is, like, I don't know, like, where this dude is getting all this shit from Sora, man, because, like, Sora's fucking difficult these days. It's a lot of complaining about the quality of the output and what you're able to get away with. But you can get away with a fair amount out of, you can get, you can do a lot with Grok, surprisingly. Yeah, you can DM it to me on Twitter. I don't know if that group chat we were all in is still active, but if RJ's in there, I don't think I can be in there. Sorry, Snorlax. I don't mean to dead name him. No, the grandma and the bear wasn't real. Oh my God. Check out the Bob Ross at the beginning of the video. All right, I'll go back to the beginning of the video. Bob Ross. All right. Was it the first one? I just literally hit play and went to the bathroom. All right, here we go. Bob Ross fucking painting up that turkey like a bitch.
Now we had a happy little glaze. Kind of what I did to your mother the other night. Ha! Oh man, wiggle it. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Slap, slap, slap. Make sure to get in between all this beautiful crap. Happy Thanksgiving.
I hear one peep out of you motherfuckers while I'm trying to sing. It's gonna be Hiroshima up in this bitch. Fuck around and find out. I walked through the fire just to...
Where is Kane? Out of my way! It's everywhere!
Telling boomers that something is AI is a little like telling children Santa isn't real. Sometimes it's kind to let folks keep their wonder. Let the elderly have their innocence.
At Kentucky Fried Turd, we're going all in on flavor with new whole fried turd strips. We batter real turds and fry them golden for a crispy crunch that hits.
Oh man, I do end up watching a fair amount of these kind of videos. They're fucking funny, man. They are very funny. All right, so let's see. It's midnight, been on for 2 hours. Anything else going on tonight? Anything else? How y'all like my Hollywood After Dark hat too, by the way? It works for here. This light, I don't know how this lighting situation works. Let me see here. I have my monitor on dim. A little bright on my end at least, but there we go. It's not bad. Again, once I get a backdrop, it'll be fine. You know what it is? I almost pulled out the old mundane matte shower curtain that I used to use because I still have the fucking I still have the rack for it. And so I thought about just having that be back there and just having the old mundane matte stuff be out of fucking focus. A little bit of a throwback to being oh my God, wow, where's that been? Folded up for 8 fucking years. 7 years, actually. So when we getting that merch, I don't know, man. I got this at Lids and I spent $75 on this fucking hat. It was for the getting them for one to approve it. Getting the files in the thing, and I picked the hat out and it was whatever. So it was $75. If I buy, if I were to spend around it's cheaper if I buy more hats, but the quality isn't the greatest. I don't know if I would recommend going back through Lids, but I do like the hat quite a bit. I wear it around and nobody ever looks at it differently, even though people out there got to subconsciously be isn't that the Pornhub logo? Yeah. It's obviously, styling it after that. The video is taking ages to send. It's because you're is powered by koalas and hatred of people who live outside of the major cities. Not saying who, just saying people. But yeah. What else is going on today? Oh, right. Fuck. What was going on with that? Hold up, yo. Let's see here. Call of... let's see here. Okay. All right. I missed this yesterday, which is bad. I should have been on board with this one. Those fucking koalas need to get back to fucking work. Yeah, they do. Jesus Christ. Fucking get them off the goddamn eucalyptus so they sober up. And then they're going to be angry as shit. Then they'll put the work in. So here we go. After Black Ops 7's weaker launch, Call of Duty will no longer do back-to-back releases in the same series. It says we will drive innovation that is meaningful, not incremental, because Black Ops 7 is shit. So let's see here. The news comes off the back of a weaker than usual year for the franchise, which saw the release of Black Ops 7 just a year after Black Ops 6. Before that, it made a reboot of Modern Warfare 3 in 2023, just after a year after its reboot of Modern Warfare 2. I will say this, though. Modern Warfare 1 was really good. That reboot was super good. I didn't play 2 or 3, because Modern Warfare 3 was never my favorite. I went to the Activision did a couple-day event for it down in LA before the release of Modern Warfare 3, like Kanye played there. I had like press tickets and shit. We left before Kanye even got there. We're like, they had free booze. We could drink all day long and shit, but we did not really feel like sticking around for that. Like, I was like, I don't really care about fucking Kanye, yo. And neither did my friends. So we went back to my apartment. We ended up watching, what did we watch? We watched Attack the Block and Red State, which were both good movies. So they say here that they're no longer going to do back-to-back releases of Modern Warfare or Blops games. The reasons are many, but the main one is to ensure we provide an absolute unique experience each and every year. How about you just don't do it? How about you just don't do it? You don't need a new Blops game like every fucking year. You need new maps, maybe a couple new game modes and shit, but you don't need the full fucking, like single player experience because nobody likes it. So they say here, the future of Call of Duty is very strong. Considering the fact that, Battlefield 6, which is getting pretty decent reviews, as well as Arc Raiders, which has gotten a lot of love, especially in whatever. Okay. Oh, you DM it to me on Twitter? Okay, perfect. Thank you. All that shit, right? You have all that, have come out and like they're better received. I mean, the fact that you got Helldivers and Arc Raiders, not that they came out at the same time. Clearly, Helldivers was like 2 years ago. But I'm just saying it's like that's still very popular. Arc Raiders is very popular. These are like AA $40 games. Yeah, they're online. Yeah, they're PvE, PvP kind of stuff. But it's like those are actually fun. People are enjoying those because they're not just the same old shit. COVID destroyed Call of Duty forever, them forcing out Cold War, destroyed everything. I never played Cold War. I remember, what was it? Ghosts. Call of Duty Ghosts was very bad. Like, I just, those games, man, are just fucking, they keep fucking around. All right. So, oh my God, no. What did you do? Axel, what did you get? What did you give me? What did you give me here, sir? What am I going to watch? This is going to get me banned off YouTube, is it? Oh boy. All right. I disavow. Hold on. I disavow. I don't know what this is.
Hello, citizens of the internet. I, Kristen Weston Chandler, birth name Christopher, Spanish name Ricardo, come before you today with good tidings. In the wee early hours of the morn, around 3 a.m. there, a green glowing meteor crash-landed in the backyard, which unfortunately has laid waste to Big C and Little C, his workshop. But in better news, may have an ancient alien power to cure my autism. So here goes nothing. Touching the green glowing meteor there. Ow! Oh my. Goodness gracious me. I feel normal. The autism is gone. I think I'm going to go to college and study computer science. Tomorrow, I will join the gym. I have a lot of apology letters I need to write. Farewell, Internet. This is the last you'll see of me. Jay, never mind. Time to autism.
Yeah, I don't even know, man. I don't even know how to respond to that, to be fair. Touches the green orb, cures the autism, and then it just reverts back 30 seconds later. Talk about a tease. Jesus. Jeezy crazy lemon squeezy. My goodness gracious. Holy crap, man. That to me is fucking funny, though. That was good. That was good. What did you send me, Fourth? What is this? I got to check this here. Oh, somebody uploaded the whole Oranishi E-bit. Okay, cool. I know they're going to put it in a 4K set, and I'll just get it then. I don't know how he's going to apologize to his mom. Yes, sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to deep dick you. I thought you were Christmas ham. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Although I don't feel like, I'm pretty sure, if I recall, correct me if I'm wrong here, but like, didn't that get proven to like not have happened, like he did not, his mom. Like, what are you doing, step bro? Like as far as that didn't happen. Good night, Joey. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Jess, you are waking up late, man. I'm getting ready to wind it down. When is Kill Bill on 4K? I don't know, but I mean, I've got these two right here, man. These are on 4K right now. But these are the theatrical cuts. So when we get the unrated, or when we get the whole bloody affair, I'll get that too. And then here's the thing. Here's what sucks, right? I bought these. And I know that when I get the whole bloody affair, these are just going to sit on the shelf. Because there's like, no, I don't. Did he? I don't think he actually banged his mom. Now I'm looking it up. Okay. Okay. So, now we're going down this fucking rabbit hole. Okay. So, according to Business Insider. All right. Business, and to give you an idea how fucking weird this is, Business Insider covered this shit. All right. So, a timeline of Chris Chan's incest charge and dismissal, which came after years of online trolling that documented the creator's relationship with her mother. A recording, we already know about this one. Okay. So, Christine Chandler, who was also known online as Chris Chan, was arrested on August 1st, 2020. Was it really that long ago? Was it really that long ago? Whoa, fuck, dude. That, no way. I can't believe, like, Ralph was there for that, too. That's so wild. Okay, so, was charged with incest after a leaked phone call revealed she may have had sexual relations with her 79-year-old mother. The life of Chandler, and by extension her mother, has been extensively documented since 2007, when users on the fringe chat forum 4chan caught wind of her comic Sonic Chew, a cross between Pikachu and Sonic the Hedgehog. Since then, trolls have been tracking Chandler's digital footprint, as well as her movements in real life through filming, doxing, hacking, and in some cases, even impersonating potential partners. That's pretty sad. The extensive knowledge of trolls have against Chandler and her mother have been recorded on a dedicated wiki, CWC, oh my God, since 2009. Covert trolls often contacted her to leak their conversations on forums like Kiwi Farms, which is believed to have been the intention of the person who had the alleged phone call with Chandler. In a statement provided to Business Insider, Chandler's attorney, David Heilberg, cautioned people to not believe everything they read on internet forums, saying Miss Chandler's frequent and sometimes over-the-top presence on the internet is partially a product of mental health causing misguided attention-seeking and often provocative engagement with others. Here's a timeline of the allegations. Okay, so Chandler has said in the past she's lived alone with her mother since her father died in 2011. Trolls who followed Chandler's life and later on Kiwi Farms repeatedly questioned Chandler's relationship with her mother. Several threads on Kiwi Farms and articles on CWC Icky or Key Siki. How the fuck do you pronounce that? Ridiculed Chandler for referring to her mother with pet names like Darling and Dear. On October 15th, 2015, Chandler and her mother attended a court hearing following an assault Chandler committed on a video game store employee the year before. As was common with many of Chandler's trolls at the time, some of them attended the hearing in person in order to report back to the wiki. This, my friends, is true internet spurgery. Spurgery. Let's see here. Jess here says, I'm surprised Hulu or Netflix has never made a documentary. It's hard to do, man. Hard to do. It's a tough subject because there's a lot of moving pieces and parts, and you may not be able to be as sensational as you want. Chris has admitted to having dreams about doing their mom. I mean, yeah, dude, Oedipus complex is a fucking thing. Okay, like it's a thing. I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it's a thing. So, if Christine is out there going like, hey, I thought about banging my mom, you're just like, oh, it's Oedipus. It's a fucking complex. Aren't we all trying to fuck our mothers through other women? I mean, I think that's where our love of boobies come from, to be fair. Right? It's a calming thing. We nestled in our mother's bosom when we were younger. We suckled at her teat for the elixir of life. Yeah. I mean, because I'm not sure. Sure. All right. Let's see. One such alleged attendee was a Chandler troll named Marvin, otherwise known as the man in the pickle suit. My God. Who then posted observations about Chandler and her mother's interactions during the hearing. Marvin runs the wiki database of Chandler information, which still exists separately from Kiwi Farms, the forum originally derived from the wiki. Wow, really? Kiwi Farms came out of the Chandler forums, but has kept his real identity private. In August 2016, Chandler said in a Facebook post that she had dreams of having sex with her mother. Oedipus, baby. The following year, in August 2016, Chandler wrote a Facebook status defending a mother and son in Mexico who reportedly said that they were in love, which the Daily Mail reported at the time, saying, although incest is quite a controversial topic, there are circumstances where there could be not so much harm as one may think, feel, or believe, she said. Unless the sex act was abusive, hurtful, or would result in an unwanted birth of a physical or mentally challenged child, I would not judge or persecute the parent and child. I don't know. I think you should. That's just me. Like, that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned like that. You know, I got some extreme opinions. This ain't one of them. In July 30th, 2021, a supposed Kiwi Farms user leaked a 9-minute phone call and a series of screenshots they claimed came from a conversation they had with Chandler, with the user pretending to be a woman called Bella. The screenshots and phone recordings were later circulated by Kiwi Farms owner Joshua Moon, who goes by Noel online and went viral on Reddit. Although it is believed that the call was made by one troll posing as Bella, this has not been verified. In the recording, a person purported to be Chandler gave graphic information about alleged assaults, multiple plural, on her 79-year-old mother, saying that it had been occurring 3 times a week since late June. The text messages also referenced Chandler's mother having memory problems. That same day, the leaked phone call and text messages went viral on social media, with Chandler beginning to trend globally on Twitter. That was a fucking day. Chandler later tweeted, "There is drama in the air today. Each and every one of you are encouraged to withdraw from any and all dramas, gossip, rumors, and wherever else. Will and already has approached your way today." I mean, like, that's kind of a way of getting away from it, right? Yeah, there's a lot of drama going on. Just, like, maybe not get involved. Matt likes an old-fashioned. I mean, sure, man. 3 times a week for a while. That's what I'm boffing my mom 3 times a week, every week, a couple months now, right? YouTuber Ethan Ralph. Going on there. All right. The press release also said Chandler's arrest was part of an ongoing investigation with additional charges pending. Engaging in sexual intercourse with one's father or mother is a Class 5 felony in Virginia, which is punishable by up to 10 years in prison. After Chandler was moved to the Central Virginia Regional Jail in Virginia, a jail representative confirmed to Business Insider that the facility had characterized Chandler as a transgender woman as a male. Chandler said in a public 2017 Facebook post that she was a woman, saying that her correct pronoun was she. She also has spoken about her transition in YouTube videos. According to court documents obtained by Business Insider, she legally changed her name to Christine in May of 2016. As reported, Chandler's gender designation on the Vine custody request system, which transmits jail and prison records to the public, was a change from female to male shortly after her arrest. The jail did not give a reason. Says here, I've had an interaction with inmate Chandler and it's been fine. The jail representative told BI in a response to a question, and everything is okay. So the Chandler was then held on bond, held without bond. On August 5th, 2021, Judge David M. Barreto reportedly remanded Chandler, held without bond, until her next scheduled hearing for her safety and for that of the public. Yeah, she's going out there boffing moms, right? Chandler's case was moved to the Greene County Juvenile and Domestic Relations Court by Greene County General District Judge Kenneth Andrew Sneathern, who also appointed a Charlottesville attorney, David Heilberg, to represent Chandler. According to the Daily Progress, Chandler asked the court to address her with female pronouns. She also asked if she could pick up personal possessions from her home, which she shared with her mother. She said that would be she'd be willing to proceed with everything if she could get that done. All right. So saying here, I'm quite famous on the internet. That's very true. All right. Let's see. Okay. So then almost 2 years later, social media is reported receiving notifications about Chan's release. Later that afternoon, Chandler's Vine record was updated to show that she was out of custody and released by a court order. Chandler was issued a transportation order on March 27th, according to Virginia Court's information system. A Central Virginia regional jail representative confirmed to Business Insider that no one with the last name Chandler was in custody on March 28th. Okay. Then on August 8, 2023, the judge dismissed the case. The dismissal came after attorneys for Chandler filed a motion for an autism disorder deferred disposition. An autism deferral allowed Virginia courts to consider alternative sentencing for offenders who have intellectual disabilities such as autism. Then on August 18th, 2024, just over a year after authorities dismissed the case against Chandler, YouTuber Uwu Bodycam released the body cam footage of her arrest. Oh my fucking God, what is this? One officer can be heard saying in the footage after internet stalkers began heckling Chandler. What the heck is going on right now? Another one adds, Chandler tells police in a video that she's involved in a celebrity scandal and that people are just blowing it out of the water. Essentially, I'm a decent and good individual. Chandler says in the video, I believe in everything that is right and positive, and I'm literally a goddess, and that will be proven in the near days to come. That was a lot. That was a lot. So they dismissed the case, but we still don't know if Chris Chan had sex with their mom. I thought it was proven that Chris Chan did not have sex with their mom. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it says here, like the AI summary on YouTube, on Google is like, the question of whether the events factually occurred remains a subject of speculation and debate online, fueled by the complex nature of the case, the leaked audio, and Chandler's documented mental state and history of being targeted by online trolls. Yeah, pretty much. So you don't know. You don't know what's going on with all that shit. That's in many ways quite funny. In many ways, quite funny. Because I would hope that never happened. I would really, really, really hope that would never happen. You know, I would really, honest to God, hope that it never did. You know, that Chris Chan is just talking shit, and they had no evidence, and so they didn't do it. They didn't do anything. They just kind of let it go, and they went from there. But we have absolutely no fucking idea what's gonna happen. That shit. Sorry, I just got sent this. I gotta show you guys this, right? This is how you know a retard is watching the stream. Syndrome doesn't exist. It's literally just common sense that Gen AI is nothing short of literal trash and slop. Again, no argument back from Donovan on this one. He's just nuts. What's the probable spam? Here we go. This person says here, I don't know. My AI just finished a week's worth of financial reports before I finished my copy. Seems more useful than slop. Who's this guy? There you go. That's pretty funny though. But by all means, please continue to spread the word about artificial intelligence derangement syndrome. So, all right. Yeah, 12:30 in the morning. I got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys. Oh, hold on. If I recall correctly, there was the command unit, who's probably already gone, had already asked out. So we'll end it on this note, checking out something good, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 story trailer, and then I'll call it. So I appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. Thank you all. Next week. Yeah, I work all week. Back to the grindstone, doing what I do, making that money. Yeah. Tomorrow's going to be weird. They got me like on like 2 trips for like 10 hours. It's like, that's crazy to me. A lot of downtime. which sucks, but you know, it is what it is on that one. All right, let's see here.
Teen.
Is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
Dentes fortuna juvat!
What does it actually mean?
Fortune favors the brave.
All we have to do is deliver a letter to Lord Otto von Bergov and ride back again. So I wouldn't expect much excitement there.
Hans, look at me. For the love of God!
My boy, war is a nasty business. And it is better to have your head on your neck and your foe on his knees than the other way around.
These days we have all sorts of vagabonds, drifters, outlaws, and bandits roaming the country. I urge you all to be vigilant. You know who I am!
You can't kill me. You're the same as me. You play the game. But you don't understand the rules. And in the end, you'll lose.
I'm not like you.
Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
He'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Now! Are we seriously gonna wait, cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame?
I remember everyone I killed. Are you sure you didn't kill someone's father or mother? War is a nasty business.
Oh yeah, Alex, really good. I want to play that. How long is it on sale for? Because let's see here. At fucking 35 bucks on Xbox right now. That's not bad at all. But I got a lot of other stuff I got to get through. It is kind of 40. I don't know if it's like 40K medieval times, but it's definitely great. You should play the first game if you haven't, which is like $6 on Xbox right now. So if you haven't had the chance to play Kingdom Come, it is it's pretty good. But all right, everybody, thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great one, and don't forget.
Turn off that pesky ad block.